All right, so day 5, already at day 5 of going through Proverbs. Proverbs 5 is on deck. It's the 5th day of the month, ready to go. I feel like this one is more talked about. You hear a little bit more just talking about, life actions and the consequences that come from that. I feel like sometimes people shy away from reading through the Proverbs because it reads just as this list of do's and don'ts. But there is just this added level that I feel like Solomon does when he's writing these, that's not just do's or don'ts, but why. And you'll kind of see it in this passage and in later days, where it's like, it's not just don't do this, it's the reasoning and the consequences that come from doing that. And I think it's something we see over and over again happen, especially with just things that are, it's hard sometimes when someone's telling you not to do something, or even, when you're growing up, your parents are telling you not to do something, and you just want to understand why they're saying that or what the reasoning, because otherwise it just seems like this rule out of context. But there are specific things that have consequences and results in our real life that we have to grapple with afterwards. And this is this guidebook to kind of show you, like, hey, this is what he speaks almost from this the vantage point of having gone through it and saying, hey, listen, earnestly listen to me. I'm telling you, when he's saying get wisdom, get understanding, I'm telling you that this is the better way to live. So it's interesting. So you see, I guess I like that. Even it's more than the do's and don'ts. It's also this elevated look at why this is the consequences that come from that, if you do that. So it's a fiery one on deck. So let's get started. So I'm gonna actually read the Message version today. Proverbs 5. Dear friends, pay close attention to this, my wisdom. Listen very closely to the way I see it. Then you'll acquire a taste for good sense. What I tell you will keep you out of trouble. The lips of a seductive woman are oh so sweet. Her soft words are oh so smooth. But it won't be long before she's gravel in your mouth, a pain in your gut, a wound in your heart. She's dancing down the primrose path to death. She's headed straight for hell and taking you with her. She hasn't a clue about real life, about who she is or where she's going. So my friend, listen closely. Don't treat my words casually. Keep your distance from such a woman. Absolutely stay out of her neighborhood. You don't want to squander your wonderful life, to waste your precious life among the hard-hearted. Why should you allow strangers to take advantage of you? Why be exploited by those who care nothing for you? You don't want to end your life full of regrets, nothing but sin and bones, saying, oh, why didn't I do what they told me? Why did I reject a disciplined life? Why didn't I listen to my mentors or take my teachers seriously? My life is ruined. I haven't one blessed thing to show for my life. Do you know the saying, drink from your own rain barrel, draw water from your own spring-fed well? It's true. Otherwise, you may one day come home and find your barrel empty and your well polluted. Your spring water is for you and you only, not to be passed around among strangers. Bless your fresh-flowing fountain. Enjoy the wife you married as a young man. Lovely as an angel, beautiful as a rose. Don't ever quit taking delight in her body. Never take her love for granted. Why would you trade enduring intimacies for cheap thrills with a whore, for a dalliance with a promiscuous stranger? Mark well that God doesn't miss a move you make. He's aware of every step you take. The shadow of your sin will overtake you. You'll find yourself stumbling all over yourself in the dark. Death is the reward of an undisciplined life. Your foolish decisions trap you in a dead end. And I was going to just read another translation. And he says, for God sees everything you do, and his eyes are wide open as he observes every single habit you have. Be aware that your sins don't overtake you, and the scars of your own conscience become the ropes that tied you up. I think this picture, even at the end, those who choose wickedness die for lack of self-control, for their foolish ways lead them astray, carrying them away as hostages, kidnapped captives, robbed of destiny. And I feel like that's a picture that he's trying to make of being bound by something because of choices. You're literally captive of what your destiny was and could be. So it's a fiery one for today, but there's a lot to unpack in there, and I feel like each translation offers something different as well, different aspect to it. So I hope you're encouraged today, and I'll see you tomorrow.